Hi, this is just a quick introduction into Journey Through the Arcturian Corridor. It's one of those things that I've had on my shelf for God knows how long, and then it just came. So I read it, I went through it, absolutely amazing, can't believe I waited this long to go through it, but I guess the timing is right. And so I've recorded it now so that you can have a listen as well. It's worth sharing, it's worth doing. So I'm just going to read from Suzanne Lai, and I'll tell you about her in a bit, but this is from her website, multidimensions.com, and this is what it says. Journey through the Arcturian Corridor, and this is only part 1. The Arcturian Corridor is a tunnel of light which serves as an interdimensional portal between the physical realms and the higher worlds of the 5th dimension and beyond. Because of the corridor's close proximity to Arcturus and the Arcturians' ancient commitment to assist those on the path of ascension, the Arcturians have been chosen to be Gaia's guardian during her and her habitants' transition through the 4th and into the 5th dimension and beyond. The citizens of Arcturus ascended beyond the 3rd dimension aeons ago. Since then, they have served as guardians to those who chose to follow the highest path of pure consciousness and are now awakening to the many gifts of their true multidimensional self. I can't tell you how much it's changed me and how beautiful it is. I am going to put it up one step at a time. Obviously that makes no difference to somebody who's binging at the end, but there is so much information in there, and there is so much love coming to you from being in this space and listening to these words, as well as doing the guided meditations that they just sort of slip into. So I suggest you listen to it with headphones in a meditative state. You don't just listen to it as a book. It mentions 2012 a lot, and the change in energy there, and that's the energy that we've been living into from then. So I feel that because our vibrations have got higher and higher and higher, maybe that's the time that I get to access this book and you get to access this book, because the time is right. It feels right to me, but then if you've listened to me on TikTok, you know where I'm coming from, and you know about all this healing that I like to do. So anyway, I leave it with you. Do it. Only do one bit at a time, even if you are able to binge it, because it's all been uploaded. And I'm just going to tell you about Susan herself. So this again is from her website, which is multidimensions.com. She does have a YouTube channel on there as well. So you could look up more information and more channelings from the Arcturians with Susan. So Suzanne Lai, PhD. Suzanne Lai, PhD, has been a seeker since she was a child, where her active imagination took her deep into her inner life. Suzanne first stepped into her spiritual path in the mid-1970s, where she met her first spiritual teacher. Since then, she has had many spiritual teachers and initiations. Her life in the physical plane was quite normal, as her spiritual work provided her with the confidence to continue her education training to obtain a PhD in clinical psychology. Her studies included personal psychotherapy and focused on alternative methods of psychotherapy such as hypnotherapy and guided meditation, which gave her tools to help herself as well as others. In 1999, after 2 years of prompting from the Arcturians, she began sharing her insights on her website www.multidimensions.com, where her full spiritual journey is described. Coming out of the spiritual closet was not easy, but fortunately documenting her journey and talking to others all over the world with similar experiences allowed her to fully accept and embrace her true self. Once she built a solid foundation of knowledge regarding the journey back to the multidimensional self, she began writing the 2 volumes of the book Becoming One, People and Planet, a manual for personal and planetary transformation, Volume 1 and Volume 2. She continues regularly to share her experiences and Arcturian teachings on her blog, Awakening with Suzanne Lai. She wishes to help awakening ones come out of hiding and allow the glory of their highest expression of self into their everyday life. I do hope that you enjoy this recording of Journey into the Arcturian Corridor, Part 1. Happy days. Namaste.